all my and my partner's sex problems. Again, when we say perfect solution, you will never get a perfect solution if you are not doing things in the entirety. As I said, if you are taking some medications and you assume that you are getting a perfect solution, you will never get it. You have to treat the mind, body and the feelings if you have to solve a sexual problem. And along with that, as I said, we need to take care of our lifestyle, we need to take care of our health, and we need to take care of our food. What happens is that we are poor in all these three areas, and ultimately then, when a big sexual problem arises, we go to the doctor and then we say that we are not getting cured. We don't take any trouble to look after ourselves, and then we blame everybody around us. People and external events cause my sexual unhappiness and make me helpless. Now, people and external events cause my sexual unhappiness. See, people and events never make anybody unhappy or happy. It depends on how you interpret that event and the person, which makes you happy or unhappy. So many times, like I hear the wife says, he doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care whether I reach an orgasm or not. But then, probably what has happened before that, she is not narrating that. The whole relationship is slow, stingy, and it has probably died out, that probably the man shows no interest in the woman. Or probably sometimes the husband is doing certain things which is not arousing to the wife. And we say that she is actually very frigid. We make these comments without understanding what has caused these problems in the first place. We make these blanket statements and we say, just because of her, I'm having an affair. But then, having an affair is no solution to solving your sexual problem. You need to do everything first to see that your own relationship is in place, and then if nothing works out, probably you might want to break this relationship and get into some other relationship. But you have no business to be married and then get into a relationship which doesn't do any good to anybody. You have to be out of one relationship before you get into something else. And make me helpless. None of us are helpless, let me tell you. I think there are very, very qualified doctors in South Mumbai, and some of them are there till Andheri, I would say. But in South Mumbai, definitely we have very qualified sexologists and sex therapists. So there is no reason to say that I'm helpless and I do not understand anything. I don't know who's around. You could check in the net, and definitely a person with good credentials could definitely help you out. Now the last one. My sex life must continue forever. Now who will say whether this is correct or not, and why it is correct or why it is incorrect? It is correct. But then why have I put it as irrational belief? If it's correct. See, there is nothing incorrect except for one verb which says, my sex life must continue forever. When we use the word must, what does it mean? It means we are making a comparison with somebody else and assuming that just because somebody else is having a ball of a time, we should have a ball of a time. So this is a condition which is being imposed to us from the outside. What should be written in place of this is, I want to continue my sex life forever. Right? Never say, I must do this. I want to continue my sex life forever. The day you use this word, I want to, I can bet that it's not only in the area of sex. Probably in any area which you feel that you're deficient, you can definitely work upon it. So never say, I must do this. You should do this. I should be really very smart. No, I want to be smart. That is when you're taking the whole responsibility for yourself, and that is when the actual change takes place. Fine? This presentation was designed for 45 minutes, and I have definitely kept aside some 10 to 15 minutes for your questions. Right? So if you have any questions based on this, you could ask me, or any clarifications or any doubts if you have. But let me tell you, having gone through this session, if you have any clarifications to make, please make sure that you are not the victim of these beliefs. Not even now or even hence. And if you find somebody talking on these lines, it's your moral duty to correct him or her. rather than just let them remain ignorant and let them continue to face the problems which they will be facing. They will not come up and tell you directly, look, this is the irrational belief which I have. We as human beings, we may not even realize that we have these beliefs till I showed you these 12 beliefs and probably you meshed it with your own mind. So you have to see, if you hear somebody talking on these lines, it's your moral duty to correct them. That no, this might be a cause of your problem. One of the biggest problems, apart from this, you already know, are sexual myths, which we have already worked in earlier sessions. That sexual myths also can play havoc with your sex lives. You may not realize it, but then there are cases where, because of a certain sexual myth, you are not doing something or you are doing something. And that messes up your whole marital relationship or any other kind of relationship you may be in. So you have to be very, very careful about that. So I invite any questions you may have.